Okay, so this is going to be my official Jaron Boots Ennis versus Ruben the Colombiano via prediction. First, let's start by going through the tail of the tape. Jaron Boots Ennis is 26 years old. His record reached 30 wins, 0 defeats, with 27 wins coming by way of knockout. He stands at 5'10" and has a 74-inch reach. He's also a switch hitter. He's listed as orthodox, but we've seen Boots Ennis switch hit quite a bit. He does have a good jab. Boots is very elusive. He does have power. He's a big boy for the welterweight division, right? And, I think when it's all said and done, in a few years, I think Boots will actually end up settling in at 160. Definitely 154, but possibly 160. Now, Ruben Villa, he is 30 years of age. His record reached 26 wins, 1 defeat, which is an early decision loss in his career, with 24 wins coming by way of knockout. Now, Ruben Villa is listed as 5'7", which I think that is very inaccurate because Rashidi Ellis is listed as 5'9", and Ruben Villa looks like the bigger man, and he's listed at 5'7". So, and he has a 70-inch reach, Ruben Villa. So, this is a very good welterweight clash between two guys that can crack. Basically both are undefeated. I understand Ruben Villa had an early loss in Colombia early on in his career, but, it's like talking about Pacquiao's early losses in the Philippines or Marquez's early losses in Mexico. It's not really relevant as it stands today. So as far as I'm concerned, they're both basically undefeated, right? Ruben Villa pulled off a wonderful upset a couple years back, recently, and won a majority decision win over Rashidi Ellis. Took his O, dropped him late in that fight, had him hurt late in that fight, as I'm showing you here. And it was a fairly big upset. I don't know what they feed them boys down in South America, in Venezuela, and Colombia, and Argentina. But all of these boys have natural power. Maidana, Matisse, Carlos Monzon, Edwin Valero. These boys just can naturally crack. You know what I'm saying? And this fight kind of has the vibe of a Maidana Broner. Okay? You got a tough South American guy that can hit like a bull, that's maybe not the most experienced, maybe isn't the most high-profile guy in the world, but he's extremely dangerous, and he has knockout power in both hands. You understand? Meanwhile, Jaron Ennis, and I would never compare Jaron Ennis to Adrian Broner, because Jaron Ennis isn't a terrible human being like Adrian Broner is. And I like Boots. I haven't been as critical of Boots as some of my colleagues and my counterparts on YouTube have. I think that Boots does need to start fighting better competition, and this is a step in the right direction for him. I hear the comparison between Virgil Ortiz and Boots Ennis all the time, and the difference to me is that Virgil has proven himself. He's fought in Antonio Orozco and Mean Machine Kavalauskas. Those are good fighters. And I still say that Boots' best win is an undersized Lipinets. So this is really going to be a coming out party for whoever wins this fight, okay? With regards to Ruben Villa or Boots Ennis. Whoever wins this fight, it's going to be a big coming out party for the latter, right? Boots has a nice 4-inch reach advantage on him. He also has power of his own. I don't think he hits as quite as he might. I think their power is relatively in the same ballpark. I would say Boots is more experienced professionally and amateur-wise because, I understand that Ruben Villa's got a lot of knockouts, but they were C-level fighters in Colombia. or in South America and stuff like that. Not saying that Jaron Ennis hasn't fought the best competition in the world either, but you know, he's got a little bit more amateur and professional experience than Villa in my mind. Now, Roman Villa did get a majority decision win over Rashidi Ellis, and he dropped him in the 12th round, had him hurt late, etc., so forth. But Boots Ennis is not Rashidi Ellis, okay? I think this is a very, very good fight. I think we're really gonna see what Boots Ennis is made of in this fight. If he can rise to the occasion, because in my mind, this is by far the stiffest, the hardest opponent that either one of these gentlemen have faced up to this point in their careers. But given the experience, the height and the reach advantage for Boots, the fact that he does carry power of his own, and the fact that he is a little bit more elusive, a little bit quicker on his feet, and has a lot faster hands than Roman Villa, I do think that gives him the edge. But Boots needs to keep his hands up. He needs to be very wary of Roman Villa's power, and he needs to use his height and reach and his boxing ability in this fight, and not get lured into a phone booth fight. Because if he does that, it plays right into Ruben Villa's hands. He needs to use his boxing ability, use that reach, use that height, use that lateral movement and that elusiveness and quick feet to confuse Roman Villa and keep him guessing, keep him, and counter him when he throws one of those big hooks. Give him different looks, switch hit, because Boots can switch hit. He can go from orthodox to southpaw. Give him different looks, confuse him. Don't get lured into a firefight, and yeah. So for my official prediction in this one, I'm going to take Boots. I stress the fact that Boots Ennis cannot get lured into a firefight. Use your boxing ability. Use your lateral movement, your quicker feet, quicker hands, and your elusiveness, and your switch hitting to confuse Roman Villa, and don't get sucked into a firefight, because if you do, you'll be playing right into his hands. But now, would I be shocked if Roman Villa pulled this off? Absolutely not. Like I say, it's got the Maidana Broner kind of vibe to it. So, but I'm going to take Jaron Ennis to win this fight. Unanimous decision in a fan-friendly affair, in a competitive fight, in an 8-4 type of fight. So that's my official prediction, guys. Jaron Ennis, UD, 8-4 type of fight. But he does have his mettle tested in this fight. So let me know what you guys think in the comments, please. And please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. God bless you all. And the Cash App will be there in case anybody feels like donating. God bless you all and have a wonderful day. Take care now.